apology video time.
I've made a severe lapse in my judgment.
I have no excuses here today.
I have no idea how I'm gonna record this video, dude.
James Charles' legendary apology to Tati, now with 47 million views. God damn! Up on its way to becoming the most viewed apology video of all time. Almost beating Logan Paul's "So Sorry for My Severe Lapse of Judgment." 55 million views. I bet Logan has actually heard about that. Damn it! My apology video is number one. Most people would be like, oof, finally people moved on to another cut. I don't know, I'm just joking. Anyway, now I think it's safe to say that people didn't like this apology video. Not just from losing, what is it now, over 3 million subscribers, but for having 3 million dislikes on the video. And I always say, just come to me. If you need to make an apology video, just come to me so this doesn't happen. Alright? When will you learn? When will you learn? So therefore, we will go through what's wrong with this apology video, what's right about it. Spoilers, not much. So without further ado, tea time! Yay, tea time!
Hi all.
Now James is doing the classic, I'm just gonna turn on the camera and talk for 8 minutes, which I can appreciate in the sense of at least, you know, he doesn't have a script, he's just speaking his emotions, but at the same time, you have a lot of people angry, James. You want to be clear and concise with what you're gonna say. Generally, if you want to get a message across, any message, okay, the number one rule of information is the easier the message is to say, the quicker it will spread, right? And to just turn on the camera and blah, 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 isn't gonna do that, okay?
James here. I'm currently traveling abroad and just woke up, but I wanted to sit down and make a video addressing everything that's going on right now.
Okay, so far we're 15 seconds in. He's said nothing that we can't already tell by just watching this video, all right? You just woke up. Hey guys, I just woke up from my hair. Can you tell? Even though I apparently sleep with the earrings on. So that makes no sense.
I owe everybody an explanation, but most importantly, I owe two important people an apology. To Tati and James Westbrook, I'm sorry for everything that is going on and everything that I've put you through over the past few weeks.
He looks like he's about to sneeze. What is that? Oh, that's great.
Over the past few weeks.
I love that. God damn, does he speak slowly. Again, if you want the message across, you might want to be a little quicker. So he apologized to Tati, which in a way, you know, it's big of him to do. But at the same time, it just reaffirms kind of everything she said. You know, if you make a mistake, apologizing is the right thing to do, without a doubt. But if you made a mistake with someone else, when people don't really know what happened, to just flat out apologize seems to me like everything they said was right.
I met Tati and James almost 3 years ago now, when I was first coming into the industry and when I had no friends and nobody to talk to or look up to. And Tati very quickly took on a parental role with me because she knew my parents were across the country. And over the past few years of knowing her family.
I think another thing worth mentioning here is that this video has more views than Tati's video. So I understand that he's trying to explain some context behind the situation of how he met Tati. What if you don't know who Tati is? It's just so bad.
A lot of most of my career over the past few years has been about me making mistakes and trying to learn and grow from them. And I haven't always done the best job of that.
Hey, James. I guess we're not so different, you and I. Can't really be too harsh on him.
But I have always tried.
Well, try harder! I was really curious about James' past controversies because I don't know anything about him. But Tati said something about Ebola
his
scandal.
Ebola scandal, and everyone was really afraid that he was very toxic.
So what did he do? This is last year. I can't believe we're going to Africa today. Oh my God, what if we get Ebola? James, we're fine. We've gotten it at Chipotle last year. What? We could have gone in at Chipotle. What? Let's keep
Because I know
watching.
there's a lot of people watching me, and that a lot of people look up to me as a role model. And I hate knowing that I disappointed not only them, but most importantly, two people that have been role models to me doing this. I wish that I could say this is the last time that I would make a mistake, but it won't be.
God, what a train wreck. You know, if you're gonna apologize, maybe it's not the best to lead with, I'm gonna make more mistakes, guys. Like, before anyone's even seen that you made any effort to improve, I'm still gonna make more mistakes, guys. This is just adding more fuel to the flame at this point. I'd be lying if I said I'm still gonna make some oopsies, guys.
I know that'll disappoint people more and more as I continue to learn and grow every single day. I have a long way to go. Very long way to go.
I like how it seems like he catches himself smiling there, and then it's like, oh god, need to follow up with a
Very long way to go.
Here's where you say, I'm still gonna make mistakes, after you've acknowledged that you're trying to improve, not before. Jesus Christ.
And be the best version of me that I possibly can be.
I'm not perfect. I'm still gonna make mistakes. So stupid.
And I'm sorry for that. In regards to the Coachella situation with the brand deal and the security guard, I've already told my truth about this twice. And instead of talking about it for a third time and explaining it and going into detail and pulling up receipts, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It does matter, James. I've tried my best to look into this drama. I have no idea what happened, okay? People don't know what happened, so you might want to address it, okay? Just because you've said it twice doesn't mean that everyone's already heard it, okay? Clearly you have a lot of new eyes on you here. You want to treat this video as if someone completely new to you who's only heard about you from this scandal and give the context from there. To say that you've already explained it doesn't mean anything.
I understand that no matter what I say.
And then he follows it up with probably the dumbest line you could say, one of the dumbest line I've heard in an apology video.
And I understand that no matter what I say or do, there are always going to be people that don't believe me and will think that I'm lying.
Yes, you're not wrong, but why, oh God, sir, would you say that? That's like insulting these people that you're trying to persuade in your apology. You have all these new eyes on you that are gonna look at you extremely critically, and to say, doesn't matter what I say, you're not gonna believe me anyway. Like, yes, technically you're not wrong. People are very riled up right now, and in a way, it probably doesn't matter that much what he says. But at the same time, to say that is such a dumb idea. There's plenty of things that, yes, technically you're right, but to say that in this context is a bad idea. It's a bad idea, James.
And that's okay. At this point, the truth really does not matter.
Even worse, following up, the truth doesn't matter. You're all just so wrong about me. Then tell us. Tell us. People don't know. They haven't heard you talk about these things. He talks about how the boys situation, where he has been hitting on a bunch of straight people. He's been very public about this. And he's saying, I wish I wasn't public about it. Instead of saying, I wish I didn't do that, he just says, I wish I didn't tell people I did that. Great idea.
Boys have been a topic that I've talked a lot about on my social media journey, and it's a topic that I wish I hadn't.
People think what you did was wrong. To say that you just wish you didn't tell people about it instead of acknowledging that what you did was wrong is really strange.
But coincidentally enough, Tati really was one of the people to sit me down and tell me how it looked from the outside, and let me know, hey, talking to these boys might get you in trouble one day. And she was right. In regards to...
So he just brushed through the whole boy situation without any acknowledgement of that being wrong. Good job.
my own mother,
What? Oh.
I know you want to defend me and fight for me
Oh.
and go off on comments, but I ask that you don't. This is my.
Why? 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 Why are you addressing your mom? Is this how he talks to his mom? They don't text each other? They don't call each other? They just talk through his YouTube channel?
No matter what anybody is saying, or commenting, or talking about, Mom, I need you to know that you're the most important person in my life.
Sorry, I know this is not a laughing moment, but it seems like he wanted to round this up on an emotional part, and bringing up your parents when you've disappointed is obviously gonna hit anyone really hard. That's just how I interpret this. I can't understand why else he would just bring up his parents. Maybe to get some sympathy? I don't know. It's really weird. An apology video should be to the people you're apologizing to.
And that you are an amazing mother. And I don't know what I would do without you.
Well, she clearly didn't do a good job.
I'm so grateful for everything that you've done for me and the lessons that you have taught me. And everything that you continue to do for me and my brother. And I need you to know that. I need you to know that.
All right. Okay. Chill out, James.
And the same thing goes for Tati as well, who is an amazing person.
What goes to Tati? I already forgot what he said. He speaks so goddamn slowly. My God. Don't waste people's time. I watched it all 7 minutes. It feels like an hour.
And truly does want the best for everybody around her.
I wonder how many people actually watched the whole thing. I doubt many people did. It's so boring. My God.
And I'm so disappointed in myself that I hurt her.
End the video, James.
A lot of times when I've had to address things in the past,
Oh my God, it keeps
I've
going.
acted at an impulse, and I've gone off.
Then what the hell is this? How is this not an impulse? A lot of other times I got in drama, I acted on impulse. You uploaded this the day after. This video did nothing but add more fuel to the flame. You want to take at least one day off for people to say what they need to say about you, so then you can come in. And also for you yourself to kind of take in what's going on and not just immediately go and, oh, I'm sorry. It doesn't matter what I say. You're not going to believe me anyway.
And tried to pull receipts or facts or screenshots and play the victim.
He's probably too dumb to be able to do that anyway. I know that's kind of mean to say, but Tati's clearly way smarter than James. She's got more experience. There's no way, even if you had the facts, that he would be able to pull that off. There's almost, he's just admitting defeat at this point. The video goes on. I can't literally actually not finish it. Here's the thing. This video did nothing. Now it's been a couple days since it's been uploaded. Like, what's gonna be the follow-up? He's already said he's not gonna address anything because people aren't gonna believe him anyway. So what is he gonna do? Now people just added more and more rumors and speculations because you didn't address any of it. And people are very confused of what actually happened. So he can't come back and explain the situation. How is he gonna come back from this? I don't know. And I think that's why this is such a terrible apology video. And also, literally all he had to do, in my opinion, this, if I was James Charles, the way I would have done it is just say, explain the context of your personality change, of you becoming this ugly figure. You can explain, I'm very young, I became extremely successful. No, not extremely, that would be gloating, but I became very successful very quickly, and that has had a very negative impact on my personality. And now that I've hurt people around me, I realized that, and I'm so hurt that it took me this long to understand this. And then I'm gonna take some time off to focus on rebuilding these relationships and saving these relationships, and also taking time to focus on improving myself, because I know that's what I need to do now more than anything. I'm sorry to everyone that I hurt, and I'm sorry to everyone that I disappointed. At least then you said these things. You've acknowledged that what you did was wrong and that you're gonna improve. And then when you come back, you have something to come back to. I don't know how James is gonna come back from this. I think this actually could be the end. I don't know. He's still so young, however, and people don't tend to care about these things for too long. So I think he'll be fine. But I think it, again, another testimony of how you express yourself in a controversy will massively affect your career. They could make it worse or they could make it better. This one definitely made it worse, which is why you should come to me. Now, I know I'm joking about like, oh, you should come to me about apology videos, and that might seem like I'm super calculative about my apology videos. I think luckily I've been able to speak in an honest way, and I think that also matters more than anything. But when you have so many emotions going when you're in the middle of a controversy like this, it's easy to get sidetracked and confused about what you're doing. What do you think about this apology? Smash like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! What? You never played Tuber Simulator? You know it's fun, right? I'm not supposed to give my opinion, but give it a try, and then you can tell me if it's good or not. Not convinced yet? Okay. I'll cut you a deal. The game is available for free, and that's a great price.